Thanks for coming round. We'll make you laugh before you go. Welcome to the Mermen. Welcome to the show.
These are so much easier than the ones we were using in Florida.
Yeah. Did you take one of them home?
Yeah, I have one in my house.
Small one?
The small one. The one that works.
I didn't blow mine because my throat hurts. I thought I had COVID the other day.
Did you really?
I tested. I don't. But
Okay, good.
I got some allergies. So
Yeah.
I got some allergies.
I'm still on fumes from Florida. I hope I don't have something, but I'm just tired, I think. I haven't slept still.
Yeah, I got to fly in like 2 days. Or not really, because it comes on Monday. I already flew.
Didn't you just have COVID not too long ago?
Probably, yeah. Okay. How did it go? I don't remember the dates. No, it's been a while.
All right.
You're thinking, I think it was like last November or something like that.
All right.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Anyways, went to Florida.
Florida was good.
Success.
Beat us up a little bit, though. I mean, still tired.
Would you say it was a successful trip?
I liked it. I had a blast. I thought it was good. I thought we did a good job promoting the podcast. All the shows were good. There wasn't a single like dud. Mm-hmm. The live podcast went well. We saw a lot of old friends. Mm-hmm. I declined an invitation to go to a historic Miami Dolphins game. That kind of stings a little bit. I wish I'd just gone.
Yeah, you tried to blame that on me somehow.
Well, I just wanted to do a good job, make you proud, and be fresh for the show, and that's just not who I am.
I just said I didn't want to go.
I should have given you my clothes and said, I'm going to go to the game with my friend. I'll meet you guys at the Improv. Bring my clothes. I'll throw some jeans on, throw some deodorant on. I would have been good.
That's up to you.
I would have been the perfect amount of beers in. I would have had a great show.
Yeah. But thank you to everybody that came out to the shows.
Appreciate you.
Thank you to all of our new listeners. I hope we got some new listeners from there. I think we did. We forced some people to subscribe.
We had some of our
Billy Corbin was our guest. Lisa
Billy
Correo
Corbin
was on most of our shows. She did a great job too. David Stebbins.
Some of our supporters like the Naughty Mermaid and Eli, right? Ellie. They came out, people who were contributors.
Also the guy, why we're forgetting his name too.
Who? What?
He was there the last show as well.
That's the guy I'm talking about.
No.
Oh, Alex, my buddy Alex.
No, the guy what was his name? He has his handle. You said
Ellie, dyslexic Anaboko, something like that.
Oh, I thought that was the guy you lost the bet to.
No, that's Alex.
Oh, that's Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of people. It was fun.
Yeah, thanks, guys. You know what was a hit was the posters.
Yeah.
That was a hit.
It's a hit. I don't know if it's a hit.
Everyone wanted one.
We gave them away. Okay, we sold 3 posters or 4 posters. We gave them away free with T-shirts.
Yeah.
I think that's what you're forgetting is we sold T-shirts. Those went well.
But not very many people were like, I don't want one. Just a
Of course
T-shirt.
they don't. Yeah, people. You say something's free,
and then a lot of people just a couple people dropped $20 for a
couple
poster.
people is the right answer to that. Yeah, so
huge hit.
It's not a hit. Louise, did you enjoy Florida? Your first time?
Yeah. You guys kind of failed me with taking me to food spots.
Wait, what?
Our last day, as we're like driving to the airport, you're like, oh yeah, I should have taken you to that place. Oh, that place is amazing.
There's too many.
Yeah, those places were all far too. So we were coming back from Dania, so
First of all, I took you to the No Name Pub.
Yep, no, it was good. That was good.
That was good. I got you a drink
Hole
at the
in the wall.
Lorelei. I got you a nice drink at the
I
Lorelei.
cooked you a fresh lobster that I caught with my bare hands.
I took you to
gloved hands.
Versailles. Mm-hmm. You had wings
right.
from Sports Grill and Hole in the Wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Homemade key lime pie by Billy Corbin's wife.
yeah, dude, we knocked it out of the park on food.
Yeah.
What? You had a fresh fish sandwich. We took you to Robert is here and got a
took you a
fresh fruit milkshakes.
I had fish dip like 10 times.
Yeah,
It was
that's
good 9 of them.
yeah.
I know which one was bad.
Yeah.
The only fail was the first restaurant we did.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's plenty of places we could take you to, but we had limited time. What a fucking.
It's only so many. And by the way, when we tried to take you to a few places, you were like, oh, I can't eat anymore.
Yeah, that was your problem.
And then we would take you to certain bars or places, and we would tell you what to get, and you would doubt us. You would tell the server, all right. First time Florida visitor. If I was only going to eat here once and then never come back again, what's the one thing I have to get?
That's how you don't get disappointed. Everything I had.
That's not. You've never worked in a restaurant, have you?
No, I have.
That's how they get rid of the stuff they don't need. I mean, that they need to get rid of. That's going to spoil.
That's what they're getting bonused for.
Yeah. At the beginning of each shift, to push the creme de menthe, and you're like, there's a drink.
You got to
Creme
listen
de
to people
menthe.
who've been there before and have made mistakes, trial and error, and I'm like, dude, let me tell you what to get.
Yeah, Cuban food was good. I told them how it works. For 20 minutes, you're gonna really enjoy this, and then about 3 hours
And
after
then the
that, you're gonna be,
cacas kind of come.
no, I don't like Cuban food. All right, but it was fun.
It was good.
We could have done more. We put you on a boat.
Yeah, we took you on a boat.
It was a great trip. Really
We
good
saw
stuff.
sharks. We saw rays. Caught a lobster. Lost a lobster. Caught it again.
I didn't learn how to swim, but that's also because the ocean was 5 feet deep, which I was happy about. That was good.
You're pretty
Yeah,
good
the
at
pool
floating.
was-
You're a pretty good floater.
The pool was, but the pool was like packed at Mike's hotel.
Yeah.
Every time we went out, there was like 100 people in there. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks for coming out, everybody.
Appreciate
Florida.
you. We're going back again.
You know what? I there's a lot of new construction there in Florida. But all of the strip clubs I used to go to were all there. So I pointed them all out to you.
That's funny. They truly. I think Lipsticks is the only one that's not there anymore. They all have really like survived the test of time.
Yeah.
Same branding, same like no name changes or anything.
The closest one to our hotel was Stir Crazy.
Yeah.
And Stir Crazy used to be in was unincorporated Dade County, and now it's in a town called Pinecrest, which is one of the most stuck up suburbs of Miami, I'd say. It's very like, it used to be like my grandparents' house was there, but all those cool Miami houses from the 50s were torn down and they just built these McMansions, you know, and very snooty area and stuff. And it's in that neighborhood, but they can't, you know, they don't want that shirt. It's right on US 1. You're like, welcome to Pinecrest. And it's like titties. And they want it gone, but that's how successful it is. They can't get rid of it.
That place has been. What was funny is because I was right in the suburb where I lived, and it'd be funny driving through because they were open during the day.
Yeah,
they were open day. What'd be funny would be
all the strip clubs in Miami are open today. You can go get lunch.
I would say some of them have food buffets.
Yeah. A little buffet get in there. Yeah, there's. What were you saying?
I would say it's funny when I was a kid and I'd be riding by like with my mom running errands or something, and you'd see a truck that you recognize. Like, hey, isn't that Dad's friend's truck? Like,
yeah, I dated 2 strippers in my lifetime. One of them I met at Stir Crazy, and the other one at Bare Necessity, which is down the street. Bare Necessity is really, it's a shithole. That's it's attached to a liquor store, so you know it's already, and they have buffet during the day too. But then like the dancers, they'll be eating from the buffet as well. So you'll walk in and there's just like a dancer eating wings at the bar, and you're like, no, do that in the back, please. That's not. They come over with barbecue breath, like, hey, you want a lap dance? You're like, just nah, I'm good.
I told you one time I was at that Alley Cats place and my friends couldn't find me, and they finally found me around the corner. Sharing a bowl of chicken and rice with one of the dancers, and they were like, "Where'd you get that?" Because they don't serve food there. And I was like, "I don't know." She offered to share, so I'm so hungry.
For lunch that you brought from home.
I was probably getting a dance, and I was like, "Man, I'm hungry."
Bare Necessities. All right. Again, if you're ever in South Dade, check it out. It's real shithole. They have like a couple the private dance rooms. They have one room. It's like semi-private. You can kind of see in there. But there's a fighting chair for like when you're fishing, like in the back of a boat. It's like a wooden chair that you'd use with a rod on it. And you sit in that and the girl dances on this fishing chair. I think they try to make it Miami themed. But one of my favorite things that they do there is around Christmas coming up, they'll have a tree lot like on the outside of the Bare Necessities there.
Really? I don't remember that.
Well, it's there. It's not big. It's just the little space they have.
That building's not big. Like
they might have like 40 trees out front, but I think it's just because dudes will go to the strip club and they're like, oh shit, I told my wife I was gonna be home 2 hours ago, and they
got a tree.
They come back with a jank 4-foot tree from a strip club. It's already got glitter on it. It's like
the Bare Necessity. The walls are all mirrored. Yeah. So you walk in, and for a split second, it feels bigger than it is. Yeah. But then when you sit down in the back row, you realize, oh, this place is tiny.
Yeah, it's really small. I had another girl that I dated from there, too.
What was the one? Was it Palace Centerfold? Was down like Cutler Ridge? I think that's what it was called.
Deep cut. I don't know.
Yeah.
Palace Centerfold.
So the first time I ever went to a strip club was I was in high school, and my parents went out of town. And so all my buddies were like, hey, we're going to tell our parents that we're sleeping over your house. I'm like, cool. So in the middle of the night, we're shooting pool, right? Listening to music. And one of my buddies is like, hey, I heard there's this strip club down in Homestead that does an ID. And we're like, well, only one way to find out. So we loaded up all of my, we had 2 cars because there was like 7 or 8 of us.
Loaded them up?
Yep.
With guys?
So we had, a bunch of dudes.
lube.
Yeah. So we head down to Homestead, and we were looking for a place called Gator Kicks. And that's what it was called. Mm-hmm. You remember that place?
It's on US 1. Yeah, I remember driving by it. Gator Kicks.
It was like a double wide trailer. Is basically what it was.
Gator Kicks.
So
did you go in there?
So we go in.
I've never been there.
It's a double wide trailer, right? You go in. The stage is not a stage, but just a sectioned off area with milk crates that are stacked like too high.
Yeah, the milk crate challenge.
Yeah, so it's milk. It's milk.
It's
Milk crates sectioning off the stage, and there's a door. It just into a room basically. So then, like, we just walked in. No one was at the door, and sat down. And the second we sat down, this very weathered woman opened the door and came out like, all right, time to dance, right?
You like these wrinkled titties?
So the bouncer, like, put his beer down and walked over, and he's like, guys, I'm gonna need to see some IDs, And so
here, Gator Kicks.
So we're all 7 of us are fumbling our wallets, like trying to figure out what to do. I've always been a very confident person. I was like, if I just show it to him with some confidence, maybe it'll work, whatever. And he looks over at my buddy Scott, who at the time, he still has a baby face now, but at the time he looked like he was 12, right? And he looks over at him and he goes, you can just hit the door now. So then I was like, well, I'm like, he's 21. He just doesn't have his ID. And if you're going to kick him out, we're all leaving. And the guy's like, cool.
Yeah.
So then we get in the car. Now we're on a mission, right? So we're like, we're going to try every strip club till one lets us in. So we went to Palace Centerfold. We got in there for like a minute. Then we got kicked out. And then we made our way up to all the ones we just talked about.
It was like when you were watching porn back in the day and it was just like
click.
No, the TV would like be in focus for 1 second.
Yeah, that's what it was like.
You're like, there's a tit. And you're like, that's what as we walk in the door, like, no, we're not of age. I saw some bush.
Yeah. Just the one person argue with him so the rest of us could just like take mental notes for as long as possible.
Landing strip. Cool. We're out of here.
Well, we made it. We stopped it. I mean, I'm telling you, we made so many stops. We went all the way to South Beach. And we go to Club Madonna. Yeah. And you literally could just take a napkin and write, I am 21 and show it to them. They're like,
because
cool.
They don't serve alcohol.
Because there's no booze.
Yeah. On Miami Beach, there's all these different rules. In LA, if they serve alcohol, they don't get naked. If they get naked, they don't serve alcohol. But at Miami Beach, they don't serve alcohol, period, at the strip clubs. And so, that was right on the strip, though. That's like the heart of South Beach. I don't think it's there anymore, right?
I don't know. Probably not.
I don't think so.
So we all got in, and all the guys were like, they were like shy and nervous and didn't know what to do. So they all go sit in a booth in the back, right? I go straight up to the front row. I'm like, dude, this has been a mission all night. I'm like, we're going to go for it, right? Yeah. So I'm sitting in the front row, and I'm the only one up there. So the girl who was dancing came over to me, and I don't know what to do. I've never been in this situation before. And she turns around and slaps her ass in front of my face. Yeah. I thought she was telling me, touch my ass. Like, I thought it was kind of like, hey, it's right here. Boo, right? So I just went, okay, bop, like that. She slapped my hand off. And the second she slapped her hand off, I felt a much larger hand grab me by the scruff of my neck and pull me out of the chair. And I was like, whoa, what is that? And they're like, you can't touch the girls. I go, I didn't know. I thought she was telling me to. And so I talked to the guy. He was cool. He's like, all right, don't do it again. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I didn't know, whatever. So then we spent a lot of money. We were still having fun. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go get some money out of the ATM. I go out to the ATM.
The ATM at the strip club?
Yep.
Those fees are bigger than casinos.
Well,
they're like, hey, do you want $60? It's going to cost you $17.95. And you're like, cool. Your dick's like, yeah, sure.
I mean, I'm a high school kid with a bank account, so I figure I could probably burn like $40, and my parents wouldn't like affect my life, and I'd get away with it. I see the fees like $20 or something, so I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, all right, here's the new plan. I'm supposed to go back to school shopping tomorrow for clothes. Yeah. My mom told me to take money out of my account, and then
you're at a strip club, but you have to go back to school shopping for clothes.
Yeah.
Get a protractor.
Yeah, next day. So I'm like, all right, I'll take $200 out, and then that'll justify the $20 fee, and then I'll use that money to just go back to school shopping the next day.
Sure.
Well, the money started coming out in Madonna bucks.
Yeah.
It's money you could only spend there.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa. And I go up to the lady at the front and I'm like, I need to exchange this for real money. She's like, yeah, that's not how it works. And I was like, well, how do I get rid of this? And she's like, no, she goes, you can't. You got to spend it. So I go in and the guys are like, they're like, I don't want it. Like they're at the end of the night, right? So I had to spend the rest of my school year selling off this Madonna bucks.
You sold it?
Yeah, at school. I was like, I was telling people, I was like, hey, I sold it for pennies on the dollar, like, but I was just trying to recoup my money,
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, if you give me $20, I'll give you $30 in Madonna money, and if you pay your entry fee with Madonna money, they're not going to card you. Like you'll get it, no problem. Which they would have got anyways. I was just trying to build urgency. So, and then I had to go home right away after school for like a month to grab my bank statement before my mom grabbed it, so she didn't see that I took out $200 at some place called like Titty Enterprises.
No, they usually had like a.
Yeah, they've got like a little fake name, right?
It was like Berkshire. Like,
yeah.
What? It's just like a name. Yeah. Strip clubs. What was the other one I was thinking of? I don't remember. Once you started telling that story, I forgot what I was going to say. It doesn't matter.
Oh boy.
I think we talked it up, but we can go back to strip clubs another time. I got a million fucking stories.
BT's was the best. BT's was the best.
Which BT's?
The one by South Miami.
In South Miami? It was fine, but
it was the best combination of just a bar you could grab a beer at, but also a good dance club.
Yeah. I don't know what.
Open late.
Something about strippers really like me. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I dated several of them, and I don't.
They all love me too.
I would say this. I don't think. Do you think you could strip? By the way, if
do I think I could?
I'm not saying with your body. I'm just saying emotionally. Could you deal with it?
I mean,
your dick flopping around. I've never been to a male strip club. I guess the dicks are out, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've never been shy of my body.
Yeah, it's different if you're like creating content for Instagram. And you're like, hey, when you're making a joke, versus just a bunch of women like, hey, ogling you, woo. Hey.
Yeah, no, I think when I was young, I would have been all right with it.
I'm not in shape to do it. I feel like you have to be in good shape to be a stripper of any gender. Like whenever you go there and you're just like, there's just one that's like let herself go, and you're like, come on, what are the hiring practices here?
I
like this is not.
Yeah.
I don't want to see this.
When I was in shape, I
an airplane.
Yeah, that was a low one.
That's our new segue between topics.
When I was working for Red Bull in North Carolina, we went into a male strip club one time, and the guys that were working there were like, "Hey man, like you look like you could do this," and and they were like trying to recruit me.
Why would they be doing that? It feels like it's competition.
I mean, they probably have a referral program or something. I don't know.
Oh really? It's
yeah.
like Uber. After they dance for 3 nights, you get $500. Yeah, I've been to Magic Mike Live in Vegas.
I had a guy try to hire me to be a gigolo one time.
Yeah, do you know what that is?
Yeah, like a male prostitute.
Yeah, gigolo is. I don't think.
Well, I was trying to think of the right. I was at a Heat game.
They used Deuce Bigelow because it rhymes.
I was in.
I don't think anyone's like, that guy's a gigolo. We're getting booked for gigolotation. Gigolotution.
Well,
Gigolation.
A male whore. How about that?
Yeah, a fuck toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I think I was in my early 20s, and I was at a Heat game, and me and my friends were up in the Doers Lounge, they called it.
Yeah.
And there was this old dude who was like kind of hanging out with us. He was hammered. He'd obviously had a lot of money on the game because he was like screaming. And he's like, if they hit this free throw, I'm getting all a round of drinks. And then he's like, all around us whiskeys and rah. And so then he pulls me aside at one point and he was like, hey, what do you do for a living? And I'm like laughing. And
how many times can you come in an hour?
Yeah. It was like, I got some middle-aged broads that would really like to spend time with
women? It was just women, not men?
Yeah, no, he wanted me to take out women. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is.
I mean, who knows once they get you, what they try to talk you into.
Female prostitutes, escorts, whatever you want to say, they will, they will service men, but they also will do couples. And then sometimes they'll do women. I've been to many strip clubs with women before that are like, woo, I think it's awesome, and the girls are hot and stuff. I don't think that flips around the other way. Guys are like, hey, you might have sex with women, but also men.
Yeah.
If there's a married couple comes, a guy might want to peg you, and you're just like, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to find out. I was like, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
I can do the gigolo thing. I think I should do that. I'm not married now. Show up all fucking fat. And gross.
So I forgot to take my readers off. Hold on.
I got my readers on, and my left foot's a little flaky.
Yeah. Now
Keeping my socks on.
Just letting you know, I did have some MSG yesterday. It's not agreeing with me.
Oh, sorry, garlic.
All right, where do you want me to? Which room do you want me to pleasure you in?
All right, let's move on. There's plenty. I got plenty of other strip club stories and male gigolo stories, but we can't do the whole podcast on that. I don't know why I'm talking like this right now.
We're both banged up still, man.
This
Second quarter.
Oh,
wow, we're
God,
doing
we're only
live?
at second.
Doing it live.
Jesus
I was
Christ.
jarring a
I didn't
little.
hear the first one,
Little
yeah.
heads up next time.
The fantasy football, baby.
Oh, I'm kicking butt.
I'm doing good. My first pick this year, who I've never had on my team, and I'm happy to have him, is Travis Kelce.
Boom. Swifties.
It's fucking crazy.
My son was mad because the Dolphins, had a historic game, and he's like, the only thing the headlines of every single publication is that Taylor Swift was at the game. Should be talking about the Dolphins, not just that Travis Kelce caught one touchdown in front of Taylor Swift.
Yeah, well, that's how the world works.
Yeah,
Sorry, which son?
Carter.
Carter, yeah. Sorry, Carter. That's how it works. And we didn't get Dame Lillard.
We didn't.
It's all happening. It's
Man.
all falling apart down in South Florida. It is funny because I have had so many of my friends, women, most of them went to the Taylor Swift concerts. Like they've called me up to ask me about Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
And there's like,
Is he a good guy? Is he going to take care of
He
her?
seems like a guy. I like
Yeah.
him for her.
Yeah.
So they say I like him. And there was a whole thing going around like
He did a dating show.
there was a whole thing going around last week where I guess women were pranking their husbands and they're saying he's putting him. Taylor Swift is putting Travis Kelce on the map, and then people are like, "What the hell are you doing? You go to Super Bowl," and the guy just loses his shit. They put him on the map. But
Yeah, I don't think she's dating like a backup tight end.
yeah. He's working his way through. But yeah, and they're all like, I just like him because his number's 87, and then 13. It's a big number for
boo.
that equals 100.
Wow.
And then if you look into the cosmos,
100% love.
both of them have moms that are famous.
Who's Taylor Swift's mom?
It's fucking Taylor Swift's mom.
Oh, that's it.
Same thing as Kelly.
All right.
They're both famous because they're
For their
they're
kids.
offspring, but they're in the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
Got
Like
you.
Taylor Swift's mom at concerts will there's a girl that she'll help her go to the stage to get the hat or whatever and exchange.
And then Taylor will go, my mom, everybody. And everyone will go, yeah.
I don't think they do that, but she's quite well known. Taylor Swift's mom as being somebody, and so are the Kelsey's mom, since she's like on a soup commercial now.
Oh, yeah.
She's on another commercial too for like I think it's like get vaccinated. Pfizer. It's a Pfizer commercial.
Oh, I
Yeah.
saw a deep dive on that. I saw someone post something about that.
About vaccinations.
About how the Illuminati put
right.
Taylor Swift with Travis Kelce because he pushes vaxes, and so it's just giving him credibility. And, and then he can push his vax propaganda.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this. Before the vaccines, Taylor Swift wasn't dating Kelsey. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's a good
Did you ever
point.
think about that?
No, I never thought about it.
Think
like
about
that.
all the things that didn't happen pre-vaccines. Like Aaron Rodgers before the vaccine.
He was healthy.
Yeah, he didn't snap his Achilles.
Crazy.
And now he snaps his Achilles. Coincidence? I don't even think he got vaccinated.
No, but it probably still was the
Just 'cause
vaccine's
it's
fault.
floating in the air.
Yeah.
The vaccine's particles are in the air.
That's a good point.
Louise, are you vaccinated?
Depends who's asking.
I'm asking. I just asked.
Yeah, no.
Forrest
I got-
Shawhair
I got
for the Mermen
the-
podcast.
I got the Moderna mommy.
Oh, no,
I hear that's what they call
the Moderna. What is it? Tyler Perry's Moderna. Okay, sorry.
Forrest
I'll give it to you.
Shaw.
I'll give it to you.
I almost bobbled that. I'm still doing it. I'm like, what's his name? What's Medea? Who's Medea? Did you ever go to Florida before you got vaccinated?
Before I got vaccinated? No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things going on with this vaccine, dude. What else happened? I've never had to park. Okay, let's keep talking about Taylor Swift. You're the one that brought it up.
I don't have the energy to keep up.
Why? What's wrong with you?
I don't know, man. I'm on fumes, bro.
It's been days since we've been back.
Yeah, I went. I had a set Monday night right when we got back, and I partied too late. Yeah, and then I didn't sleep much either night. Past 2 nights.
Santa Maria.
I had an early conference call this morning.
Conference call. What are you? CEO of what?
Yeah, my website.
CEO of DaveWilliamson.com. All right, guys.
Trust me, I wasn't happy about it. And then I've gotten in and played water polo the past 2 days, trying to work
that's your own fault there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just trying to be healthy.
Yeah, well, we ship sailed, dude.
We didn't make good decisions.
You did.
The weekend.
I felt like I made okay decisions.
I drank a lot of beer.
Why don't we get drunk and screw? So, anyways, I'm hoping Taylor Swift does not fuck up Travis Kelce because I've never had him on my team. I made an investment with the pick.
If she goes to the game, I think he'll do better. He's like motivated to like show off. Like
he's already good.
Yeah, but that's just like
but now if he's in love and he's like
he's not getting sleep because he's
having too much sex.
Bam.
Too much net Swift
gets
sex.
soft. He gets soft.
Yeah, and then he's getting me 6-7 points. I won't be happy.
My team's crushing it. I'm in first place in 2 of my leagues.
Great.
The one I'm losing in is my family league with like my nephews and my brother-in-law and stuff, my wife. I got to pick it up in that league. But my 2 comedian leagues, one that has 3 RotoWire experts in it. And by the way, I've got a promo code if you want to join RotoWire, which gives you a lot of tools to manage your fantasy football team. You can be a champion like me. Message me. I'll send you my link for a discount. Free trial. And so I'm in first place in that league.
RotoWire.
Yeah.
How'd you get involved with RotoWire? Why aren't they sponsoring our podcast?
Oh, I'll ask them.
Yeah, good idea.
Say something nice about them, and then I can cut it up and send it.
RotoWire for all your wiring needs.
For fantasy football.
Oh, sorry. RotoWire. When you gotta get someone off the wire, need to roto it. I don't know anything about RotoWire.
Perfect.
RotoWire, best fantasy football website in the world. Taylor Swift. We should call Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You want to use your phone or mine?
I think you have her number, right?
Yeah.
Give her a call.
Okay.
You're not calling her?
I'm going to call her.
What are you doing? Plug it in. You gotta hear it.
Very excited to see where this is going.
What do you mean? You don't think we know Taylor Swift? We're in the entertainment industry, dude.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry.
I have lots of famous people on my podcast.
She wrote a song about me, even though we didn't date. She just saw me at a strip club, and she was like, pretty hot. Calling me.
What? No, I'm calling Taylor Swift. Who's calling you?
It says Dave Williamson.
What?
Yeah.
Is the clown popping up?
Yeah, that's you with clown.
Stupid ass clown.
Why are you calling me?
I don't know. I was hoping you go along with the gag.
I'm right here. I can't go along with the gag. The best you could have done is call Louise, and then he would have been, hola. This is what Taylor Swift.
I was trusting your...
I can't do it right here. It's going to echo. Call a woman.
Okay.
You don't know how to do this?
All right, hold on.
Here, let me call someone. Here you go. Give me the fucking thing.
All right.
Give me the fucking, I got Taylor Swift's number. Was it an airplane? Was it 4:15? Okay, here we go. Taylor Swift. Hey, Taylor Swift.
Hey, buddy.
Taylor Swift, how you doing?
I love football now.
You're on the Mermen podcast with Dave
I
Williamson.
can't believe you have Taylor Swift's phone number.
I know,
I doubted you, but you really have it.
How's it going?
I love football now.
Yeah, you don't sound too excited, Taylor.
Yeah.
What's going? Are things going okay with Kelsey?
He's not really like guys I normally date, but it's fun.
Okay, cool.
What makes him different? Why'd you fall in love with him? Or excuse me. I didn't want to put words in your mouth.
You are. That's very presumptuous. I mean, we're just having fun. It's like fun. It's he just doesn't like read, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's rich. He's not. I
Yeah.
guess he's not rich compared to you.
Have you thought about writing a song about him yet?
I just usually just it's based on feeling, and I just have to feel it. So I haven't really, not yet. It's,
Okay. Well, good talking to you, Taylor. Wait, let me see. Okay. We'll stop. Do you know who this is, Dave? We're for real now. This is not Taylor Swift. I just want to tell you that.
Wait, that's not Taylor Swift?
No, it's not Taylor Swift. Do you know who I called? I called a person that's a comedian that I was like, if I say Taylor Swift quick enough, I believe she will go along with it. That laugh's pretty familiar. You don't know? It's comedian. Comedian. It's comedian.
Comedian. I got in trouble for doing that one time.
I know. It's comedy style. This is Carmen.
Hey, Carmen.
Carmen Morales.
Damn, you are better at this than me, Forrest. That's a perfect person to go.
Yeah, I know. I was like, okay, you're really on our podcast. We're recording it now, Carmen. How you doing?
hey, how's it going?
We were talking about fantasy football, and then we started talking about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. And I told Dave to call somebody. And so he called me, and he goes, literally called me sitting there. He goes, I thought you were going to go along with that. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, and so
Yeah, but that's when you go like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom, and you leave the room, and then you do the voice from the other room. It's like tongue in cheek.
Oh, yeah, I leave.
I mean, we're not really. I wasn't really thinking we were going to trick anybody.
Anyways, Carmen came through.
Yeah.
How you doing, Carmen? Where you at?
I'm doing well. I'm in Pennsylvania currently.
Oh, Amish country.
Mm-hmm.
What you're
Trying
doing?
to find a bonnet. You know.
Nice. You doing a gig there?
Mm-hmm.
No, she's moved there. That's the comedy hotbed now.
New scene.
That's where Joe Rogan's moving.
There's a cow. It's like a 2-bedroom apartment that they're selling for. It's selling for $789,000. I think I got it for a steal.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's 3 stomachs, so it's like a 3-bedroom. Really, it's very spacious.
In the cow.
Nice.
Yeah. Deep cut.
Yeah.
What? How long you in Philadelphia? Wait. Where are you in Pennsylvania?
Currently in Harrisburg.
And then how long are you gonna be there?
I'm going to Los Angeles tomorrow.
Oh, the city of angels.
Hello.
That's where we're
I
at.
remember. So Carmen and I did a gig together in Louisville, and the comedy Louisville. The comedy condo was like it was old. It was nice. It was fine, but it was old. So it's like everything creaked. Like
it looked like everything was furnished by an estate sale.
Yeah, and I was
very poor person estate sale.
yeah, I was binging. This is when like The Walking Dead first became popular, and everyone was talking about it. So I binged like the first whole season, like that weekend while we were there, and everything in that house terrified me because it looked like every house that they hid in Walking Dead with like zombies coming through the windows and shit. And I didn't want to tell Carmen I was terrified, but I was terrified that whole weekend.
Oh, is this now? You're coming out?
Don't worry,
yeah.
I'll protect you, babe.
I was like,
Don't
Carmen, will
worry
you
about
sleep
it.
with the door open?
What club are you guys at?
What was it called? It was the comedy caravan.
Caravan, right?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
had a couple different names over the years.
Yeah, it's definitely changed ownership multiple times.
And you're coming back to town for a while?
Yeah.
Well, since we called you up as Taylor Swift, you could tell we have a listenership of about 2 million. So
Yeah, well, it's a very
pretty
popular.
big,
You
might not
you're
have
going to
heard
get a lot of new followers.
of- Yeah, just your
Oh,
phone's
listen,
gonna-
there's like mermaid porn is like a big thing. I get it. You guys are doing your thing. You have your niche.
Wait,
Yeah.
are
Love
you
that.
are you into mermaid porn?
Oh no, I just know it exists. It's not my thing. I just know it's a category.
We'll send you a promo poster.
Well, you
Put it up on your wall.
are
would
Floridian.
you guys
Very-
sign it though?
Yeah, yeah.
Would you guys sign it?
We will. It was very popular. It was a hit.
All right, Dave. Just so you know, Dave printed these posters. We were just in Florida, did a tour. Dave printed these posters up, and we sold a T-shirt that did pretty good for our first run. And we told people you get a free poster if you buy a T-shirt. So he's basing that the posters were a hit based on the fact that people took them free with a T-shirt. He goes, everyone wanted
A lot of people wanted one.
Yeah.
It was a hit. $3 overhead.
All right. Well, tell everybody where they can find you, Carmen, since you're on the podcast.
CarmenMorales.com for all of your Carmen Morales needs. At the Funny Carmen on all the assorted social media. You could also watch my Comedy Central set that just dropped.
Nice.
All right. Do it. Wait, Carmen, what is your background again? You're not Cuban, are you?
Yeah, I'm Cuban, Spanish, and Italian.
We have a segment called Call of
Hey,
Cuban.
Call of Cuban.
We have a Call of Cuban segment. We just knocked a bunch of check marks off in this podcast. We haven't done that segment in a while. Call of Cuban, call Taylor Swift, call a comedian.
Yeah, call a Tay-Tay impersonator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be your Larry the Cable Guy on Real Radio or whatever it was.
Fuck yeah.
Larry Reeb.
Yeah, I'll do it. We'll do it. All right. We love you, Carmen.
We love you, Carmen.
All right. Bye, Mermen.
But so that's how you do it, Dave.
Yep.
You gotta, that's the first person I thought of. I'm like, what woman can I call?
Well,
As long as I say, hey, Taylor Swift, right at the back, she'll try and do something for us.
anyone I was thinking of lives on the East Coast, so I was like struggling.
Well, I guess you don't care about Carmen then. That's good. It's on the podcast now.
Yeah.
It's clear. It's out there.
Well, I didn't know she was. Yeah, I didn't think we were. You bested me for it. All
Is that
right.
your Adam Sandler impression?
Yes.
What? You're missing the quarters, bro.
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
You guys keep talking, so I don't know where.
Fucking throw them in there,
Yeah,
bro.
That's why I do it in post.
This is
why I do it in post.
Yeah,
Third quarter.
third.
No way.
We're not even.
There's no way it's the third.
Let's skip over the third.
Quarter.
Woo! Third quarter flew by.
How much time have we been on?
I'm gonna fall asleep this episode.
Wait. Go back to third quarter again. Third quarter.
Third quarter.
Quick Damian Lillard talk.
Hey, I want to talk about roaches because we didn't get to it in the live podcast.
Fourth quarter.
Okay.
Quarter.
All right.
That's gonna be our Matt Damon moment every time we want to. Just bring up roaches and then I'll cut you off.
There was a dead roach in my kitchen when I came home.
Really?
Yep. It heard the news. Heard the news.
Was it on his back?
Yeah. I don't remember what our fourth quarter was going to be. Oh, God.
What the fuck was that?
Diseases?
Sorry.
Contagions? Like
What? Hey, did you ever listen to the voicemails that we got from the when we were soliciting voicemails for the live podcast?
We didn't finish them. I think you guys got mad at me during the live show. So
Oh, I know what we were going to talk about.
What?
When we were in Florida, we were speaking to a person, and we were talking about all the crazy stories that had happened at the original Miami Improv.
Oh yeah, our home clubs
and
the
Fort
Improv,
Lauderdale
yeah.
and West Palm, but a lot of them at Miami. And I was like, oh, we should just we're not like a comedy podcast necessarily, but man, there's been some crazy stories down from Florida. So we could throw one of those or we could go to the voicemails.
Well,
It's
at
up to
the last episode, at the live podcast, we told the one about O.J. Simpson showing up at the Miami Improv.
you. Yeah.
That kind of got the juices flowing.
The juice.
You said you had a Tracy Morgan one?
Yeah, I got like 5,000 Tracy Morgan stories. At one point, Al Jackson, and I forget who else, they wanted to make like a documentary, and they're not, this is like 10 years ago, so if they wanted to do it, they're going to do it. And they wanted it to be all stories about Tracy Morgan from comedians, which they're endless stories, I believe. But you would never refer to Tracy Morgan as Tracy Morgan. It would just be like this comedian. So it was,
Yeah, but when you do the impression, everyone's going to know who it is.
well, I don't think you're going to do you can do a Tracy Morgan impression?
I mean, yeah, everyone can do a bad Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Yeah. Baby girl. Hi, it's Tracy Morgan. I don't feel great tonight. I don't have the full range of my
Someone's
vocal.
getting pregnant.
Someone getting pregnant.
That was a famous
I-
one on the news in Schaumburg, Chicago.
I opened for him once at the Miami Improv.
Yeah.
And I was excited to meet him. I was very young. I was very green.
Yep.
And I was excited to open for him because I was a fan. And then I can't remember who was middling, but I hit it off with them. And he had an old entourage with him, and I hit it off with all those guys. But then as the show started, I emceed, I brought the middle up. So then it was just me and Tracy in the green room. And I'm just sitting there and being respectful, and he makes a phone call. And he's on his phone.
Comes a plane. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Right in the landing.
It's gonna come through
What's
the building,
happening?
I think.
Yeah. Well, he's got sound effects going.
So
There's Tracy. He's flying in LAX.
he's on the phone and he's going, "Baby girl, yeah, I heard the news. Lauren called me. Congratulations. I know. Yeah, I know. You deserve it. It's gonna be a hit.
The impression's not good.
It's gonna be a hit.
Just sounds like you're.
I know. Yeah. So basically, he was talking to Tina Fey on the phone.
Yeah.
And they had just sold.
Are you sick? There's like a snot bubble coming out of your nose.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Well, I just sneezed.
Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah, I just sneezed.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
They just sold 30 Rock, is what you're
They
saying.
just sold 30 Rock.
So you were there at the moment.
Yeah.
You're part of the 30 Rock lore.
Yeah, I mean, I can't
He was
believe-
like, it was me, Dave Williamson, and Tina Fey on the call together.
I was just sitting on this, and so he hangs up the phone, and it's just this like quiet. Like I thought he like was. It seemed like he was doing it in front of me on purpose. Like he was fishing for a compliment. So I didn't. I'm sitting there quiet, and then I just go, "Hey man, congrats." That sounded like it was like really important. And he go, if you don't mind, I'm trying to get in the right mind space to do my show.
Stop doing the impression. It's not good. Yeah.
How else will you know when he's talking when I'm talking?
Just saying. Then Tracy said,
So
okay,
he's
yeah,
like,
dude.
if you don't mind, he's like, oh, am I still doing it?
I don't know. Yeah, keep doing it. Actually, it's good.
Hey, yo, I'm trying to get in the right.
Yo.
I gotta get in the right headspace to do a good job on my show. If you don't mind. And I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So I'm like, so I didn't say anything to him. And then I introduced him to stage, and the first like 10 minutes of his whole act was just like, you know, when you grab your dick and you looking down and you're like, man, my dick looks big in my hand, and then you're like, maybe my hand's small. I don't know. And that was like his first 10, and I'm like, that's what you needed time to concentrate on.
Yeah, you had to figure out if he's doing the dick in the hand joke or the starfish on the coffee table joke.
Yeah.
That's his spread asshole. Yeah, he was a craftsman of the dicky dick.
So you know what?
He also was that where he was starting off with What a Fool Believes?
I don't remember that.
There was one time he came down, and every time he come out, he would sing "What a Fool Believes" by the Doobie Brothers.
I don't remember that.
But he would.
I should blow my nose.
They would
Go ahead,
play
keep
the
talking.
song.
Yeah.
It came from somewhere back in the long ago. That's, you know. He would come out, the song would be playing, and he would sing along to it, but he would do the whole song. So, like, the crowd thought it was going to, like, cut off at some point, and it was like, nope, it's going to go to the end. Oh, yeah. Of course the chorus. You're not doing the chorus of What a Fool Believes. But,
Was
anyway.
there anyone in the audience that enjoyed it?
I wasn't taking their pulse, but I feel like there was people that were enjoying it at first, and then were like, this is going on a little too long.
All right.
But he did whatever he wanted. And look, he was on Saturday Night Live. He was on one of the most successful sitcoms of all time.
I mean,
can't argue with the results.
Yeah. I mean, he's one of the funniest actors ever, for sure. I like the what was the one he did not too long ago? The Last OG or something like that. I thought that was
TV
funny.
show was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That was a fun TV show.
Yeah.
TV show. I don't know what I'm talking about. The Last OG. It was on for like 2 seasons.
Yeah, it was good.
I enjoyed that one. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, he knows what he's doing with the acting. Stand up. No one's gonna say he's the best ever. They're not even gonna say he's in the top 300 stand up, but people still like to go out and see famous people that they enjoy. You know.
Sure.
And I'll tell you this, and I might have already said this in the podcast, but the first time I did a theater was with Tracy Morgan, and
Really?
it was it was a tight end for the Dolphins when they were terrible. They were like 1-15. What was the tight end's name back then? Big dude.
When he was
You're Dolphin fans. They were like 1-15. They had
Randy McMichael?
No, they had Reggie Bush, not Randy McMichael.
Was it white guy or black guy?
White guy. Big old fucking dude.
Huh.
Might have been Italian.
Camarillo?
No, an Italian tight end. Italian sounding last name. Tight end.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, it's coming out.
Start with an F?
Maybe. It sounds right. Yeah. Went to Rutgers, probably.
Yeah, fuck.
All right. Well, whatever. That guy.
Yeah.
If you can remember his name.
Yeah, he dated Gloria Estefan.
Didn't know that, but
No, I'm
if that's the guy we're talking about.
I'm kidding.
But that guy, you can look it up right
I'm
now.
gonna look it up.
I think maybe Louise is looking it up or not paying attention to our podcast, one of the two. He decided to have a charity show at the Jackie Gleason, now the Fillmore, 2,000-seater. And the charity was for veterans to, like, when veterans went to war.
I think it was Mike something. Mike.
When veterans would go to war, they became disabled, they lost a limb, whatever. They'd have to modify their house. They'd have to make the countertops lower, and they'd have to modify the bathrooms, and
Yeah.
it's super expensive. So that was a charity, good charity, And he decided Tracy Morgan. He saw him at the Improv, and he was so hilarious that we should put 2,000 people in this theater.
Bring him in.
Yeah, and they did it, and I guess they contacted Comedy Central to say, hey, we need some openers who are and Joanne Gricioni, who's now with Netflix and stuff, recommended me and Adrian Mesa. Oh, or it might have been Air Hair. Somebody at Comedy Central, but somebody was nice enough.
I looked
to
up Miami Dolphins tight ends in history, and Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift popped up at the top.
Yeah, you can't get away from it.
It says Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift relationship history and betting odds for Swelsey power couple.
Put Miami Dolphins Rutgers tight end because I'm pretty sure it's Rutgers.
All right.
Anyways, I heard me and Adrian Mesa to open. I had never done anything that big before. I don't know if Adrian had, but we were both nervous when they weren't. We had separate greet rooms, but we're backstage. They're like, I'm like, oh shit, it's like 2,000 people out there, and we're waiting to go on. And if I told this story already before, I don't give a shit. And down the hall is Tracy Morgan with a guy that was his handler and 3 women that I don't know. He was pretending to catch fish. Like it was literally like 30 Rock with like, you got a big one on there, Tracy. I'm reeling him in. And then woo, like that. And then right before the show started, all these Dolphins came back. It was like Reggie Bush, this guy, some offensive linemen. They were at the time like 1 in 10 or some shit. And Reggie Bush, all these alpha males, and he's in the hallway right outside of our dressing room. He goes, "How you guys doing?" I'm not gonna do it. He goes, "I just want you guys to know that you are terrible."
He told you guys that?
No, the football machine, the football team.
Oh, the team.
The Forrest football team. They're all laughing. He's just tearing him an ass.
Like, hey, we are. We definitely are.
And then I went out there. This is why I think I told the story. I went out there. I did my set, and I had a really good set. And I go, man, thanks for having me on the show, Tracy. This is the biggest. I've never done a theater before. I was like, I popped your cherry. And that's when he gave me the advice. He goes, you need to get pork chop sideburns, which I used to have.
Yeah.
Wear a white shirt, red shirt, white pants, red gaiters. And he goes, and you'll be famous. And I was like, yeah, haha. And then thinking back, I was like, man, I would have totally been famous if I would have done that, actually.
Is that when you grew your chops?
I 100% would have been famous. Remember those pictures you saw of me and Tracy Morgan, Louise, when we were at Sass House?
Yeah.
That was from that night, that show. And I 100% would be famous. Looking back, I'm like, Tracy was right. He knows what he's talking about. He knows how to get on television fame. If I would have followed Tracy Morgan's advice,
That was the first photo you saw of Forrest with chops?
Yeah.
I got some photos I could show
you.
you.
Saw a whole bunch of. Did you find the tight end?
I'm looking, dude. It's hard.
Jesus Christ, you're a terrible, terrible person. Everybody hates you. All right, so are we doing voicemails or what are we doing?
You guys tell me. You guys do
Let's
it?
do some voicemail, yeah.
All right. This was the first one we got when we asked for it.
Anthony Fasano.
Damn.
It took me 2 fucking seconds. I don't even like the Dolphins. That was his name. Anthony Fasano. Nice Italian boy.
Yeah. He was fun to watch.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, gross. He's fucking drooled.
One moment, please.
All right, I gotta go.
The Bluetooth.
Fitty the cat. Can we put him on? Fitty. What happened if I grab him? Would he scratch me?
No.
Fitty. A Fitty. Fitty.
Hey, this is Forrest Shaw.
What?
I mean, how annoying is Dave? Am I right?
Huh?
Okay. Anyways, we were just calling this number on the way to the live podcast
To
to
test
hear
it.
what the message sounded like,
Oh, yeah.
and it seems like we need to update it.
Okay, sounds
But
like a
the bigger
loser.
concern is, for many episodes, I have berated, maybe admonished, I don't know if that's the right word,
It is.
people for calling in without questions. I said, you're supposed to call in and ask questions. Nothing else. When I clearly say in the message, whatever you want to say, just say it on here. Comments, suggestions, whatever. So I guess I'm an asshole. But that's okay. I own it. Yeah, thanks for coming out to the live podcast.
All right, stopped us.
Forrest, come back to bed.
I see there's a little joke there. That guy sounds hot.
Yeah. The guy in the background.
Well, guys, sorry that I kept saying do the questions. Clearly on our voicemail it said comments, suggestions.
Well, we'll need to update. If we just do the voicemail right now, can you rip it and use it as the voicemail?
Yeah. Right, you
wanna
ready?
do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Hey, everybody. You've reached the Mermen hotline.
Is that what it's called?
I just came up with that.
What about the Mermen podcast?
Hey, guys. You've reached.
That way it's starting over.
Okay, right.
And,
Right, all right.
and
3, 2.
No, you gotta go 3 and then silent. 3.
Hey, guys. You've reached the hotline for the Mermen podcast.
The hotline?
The hotline, because it's muy caliente. This is Dave Williamson, and
Forrest Shaw.
what should they do on the hotline, Forrest?
I wanted you to do the drop, actually. I don't even want to say anything. Yeah, okay. Do it. You do it all, but try to work in my name and your name. And when he's going to do my name, just do it. The drop. Okay.
All right. Hey guys, thanks for calling the hotline for the Mermen podcast. This is Dave Williamson and
Forrest Shaw.
we are glad that you're a listener and we want to make you part of the show. So leave a comment, leave a question. Just don't make it too long and we might play it on air during one of the episodes.
This is way too long. Start over.
Have a great night.
Just say you've reached the Mermen podcast. Leave a message at the beat. That's all you got to say.
Okay. Hey guys, you've reached the Mermen podcast. Feel free to leave a message at the beep, but don't make it too loud because my co-host
Forrest Shaw.
will get grumpy.
Loud or long?
Did I say loud?
Yeah, you idiot. Let's do it again.
Well, all right.
Yeah, do it one more time.
All right. Hey guys, you've reached the Mermen podcast with co-hosts Dave Williamson and
Forrest Shaw.
leave a message. Just don't leave one that's too long because then my co-host
Forrest Shaw.
will get grumpy. Thanks for being our friends. That's a good one.
Who am I? I'm going to do an impression.
Hey guys, you reached the Mermen podcast. This is Dave Williamson.
It's pretty good.
Hey,
I'm a good host.
I pooped. I'm really running on fumes.
I'd be a good TV
Hey
host.
guys, you reached the Mermen podcast.
Well, you didn't even want to be a part of it, so I had to carry the load. Why do you want me to do the whole thing and then you mock me when I don't do it the way that's up to your...
That's what the whole podcast is about, mocking.
Do we want to do a few more voicemails?
Sure.
All right.
Get him out of the way.
Here we go.
Hi, Forrest, Dave, Louise. My name's Erica. I'm from Michigan. I love the show so much. Forrest, I think you were way funnier on this podcast without Jim interrupting you every other word.
Oh, snap.
Dave, I
shots
love the
fired.
water polo talk. I played for 12 years all through college.
I like this chick.
Hold on a
And
second.
Louise,
What
I'm
is it?
also
This is...
Mexican.
Whoa, whoa,
I
hey,
thought he-
hey, racist.
She's got a connection point for all of us.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I like Mexican food. I didn't know. Is a Mexican in Michigan? I don't know if that's possible, but so she's called him before, right? I remember someone from Michigan calling in. That was a woman.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
She's very cheery.
I like her.
Yeah. All right, Erica.
Keep
what
going.
do you got?
You guys, the other day, I had a Facebook memory pop up when I worked at UPS. One of the boxes got caught on the conveyor belt and ripped. And there were
Dildos.
about 100 dildos in that box that
knew
just
it.
came pouring out down the line. So my question is, what is the thing to happen to you at a shitty job? Look forward to the next episode. Love you guys.
All right. My question is, how many did you pocket? You know what I'm saying?
My pocket.
Yeah. Thanks for the comments. A lot of people, some people will see me open for Jim and they're like, oh my God, that was like really good and stuff. And I was like, I don't know how many times you've listened to the 180 episodes we've had, but most of my job is ask questions and keep it going. Like I don't have a lot of opportunities to throw in jokes. So if I can, I do it, but I appreciate that you're listening to this one. Thanks.
Yeah.
Craziest thing that happened at a job. What do you got, Dave?
Well, I mean, when I was working at the dealership, lots of crazy shit happened. There was a customer who, in the middle of selling him a car, what would you call it? Like a van, and people who worked at an insane asylum came.
People
And-
that worked there, or there were like patients there?
No, like he was a patient there and left to go buy a car.
Got it.
And they were like, "Hey, man, you're supposed to tell us when you leave," but he wasn't like legally committed there, so they have to just let. He was like, "No, I want to buy a car. I want my independence." So I sold him a car, and he never left me alone. He came around all the time, and he was definitely a little cuckoo. There was people who shit their pants.
You only get one story.
Oh, okay. Well, then I guess I used mine up.
I worked at a sex shop, and crazy thing happened one time. Was I got call up and yell at me because the order for 100 dildos that we sent
the
got
package?
lost somewhere in the mail. Fucking and fucking never come there. So thanks a lot, Erica, for not making that come through and pocketing all those dildos. I got you. Whatever I got. That's not true. I can't think of anything.
Well, we've
I told
already
the story where
Yeah,
the
I
guy
was gonna say,
almost
we've already.
drowned. Yeah,
I've told all my best stories from.
We'll think of something. Dave's running on fumes.
I'm running on fumes.
It's Dave Williamson.
Really on fumes here, but
Thanks for calling, Erica.
All right, we
Wait till you hear the new message. It's gonna be killer.
got another one. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's John from Connecticut.
J-Man.
Wanted to reach out. Love the podcast. Really enjoy that. I did see Forrest Shaw open for Jim Jeffries at Hartford, Connecticut.
Oh, yeah.
Just wanted to say hello. Currently listened to the first 16 episodes over the past 2 weeks. Trying to catch
Binged.
up. Keep up the great work. And Dave, despite Forrest saying your stories are boring, I thoroughly enjoy them.
How do I say that?
You got good
Question
taste.
for you. Anything fun and interesting happened while you were in Hartford? Just wondering. I'll hang up and listen.
You live there, buddy. You know
Did you
nothing fun happened
harpoon
there.
a whale?
You know nothing fun happened there. Hartford is
Get some free fries?
Hartford's one of those cities where I was like, oof, this city needs a little bit of luster. Like it's a little lackluster. It needed some luster.
Good safe place.
By the way, if he's only 16, he's not going to hear this for about 2 years. He's cashing. He's binging them, but he'll get here eventually. I will say nothing really happened in Hartford, but the next day we had to drive to Rhode Island, Providence. And so we went down to near Mystic to this place called, it was a lobster place, and it was called like the Lobster and the Rough. They've been there since the 40s. And
The lobster roll.
Jim loves lobster rolls, like loves them. This is probably his favorite thing to eat. But he likes the Maine lobster rolls, which are the cold, mayo, bread cold.
Yeah.
Connecticut's are warm butter, warm. But he still was like, I'll like the lobster roll. So I found this place. We drove there, and it's like in the middle of a neighborhood. It's just right on the water near Mystic, Connecticut. It's really pretty there. And we're sitting down to eat it. And there's only been 2 times now. There was one time when he saw me on the Great Barrier Reef, and he was very sincere. And this is the second time he's been very sincere. He just looked up after eating lobster roll, and he goes, "Forrest, thank you for taking me here." Which not even Jim, just like you. If any comedian said that to me, I'm like, "What's happening? Why are you being why are you being so sincere?" That was just a moment where he was like, "I am appreciating this moment that we are having right now with this lobster roll." But he also thought he got the half pound. He should got the pound, so it wasn't a perfect day.
Pretty good, though.
Yeah, really good.
All right.
Can you hear that?
We got one more, and it's from our friend Naughty Mermaid. She actually left it a bit ago.
So we saw her at the shows. And
Yeah, we were about to play it live on the podcast. I was about to, but
oh snap!
but she was there. I don't know if that'd be
Shut
weird.
it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Oh, here we go.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Hi, it's the Naughty Mermaid. With the strike going on, we're all starving out here for new and interesting content. I was just wondering if you'd share what kind of projects you're developing for when this is all over, and true talents such as yourselves get the respect and compensation you deserve.
Wow.
Anything you'd love to share, I'd love to hear about. See you in Miami. Till then, sleep well, dream naughty.
Well, the strike didn't really affect me very much because I don't get a lot of writing work.
Dave ain't too smart. He don't know how to write.
I'd be a great writer.
Well, then
Just
start writing, buddy.
No one's giving me an opportunity.
Yeah, but
Got that ball rolling.
They don't just say like, "Okay, do you want to write?" Now write. You gotta have like some stuff ready.
Yeah, I got stuff
You got
ready.
a feature movie?
Kind of. I got some ideas.
Yeah, that's not writing.
Yeah.
That's called thinky think a little bitty.
I mean,
the strike is over now. By the way.
I mean, I did write a pilot a couple years ago.
And what'd you say? How do you fly the plane so straight?
What?
You don't get it,
Dummy.
He wrote a pilot.
I get it.
Hey man, I'd like to come in the cockpit sometime. It's pretty good.
Dear pilot.
Dear pilot, I want to fly.
You're delirious tonight, dude.
Whatever. I don't feel good.
I don't know. The thing that was funny to me about the strike was seeing people who I know don't get work out there like pretending like this was affecting them. I mean, and if they were just like, "Hey, I'm supporting my friends," then I'd be like, "Cool, man. Yeah, you should. We all should support each other in the entertainment industry." But they were like, "Just want to get back to work," and I'm like, "You haven't had a credit in 20 years. Like, relax."
Well, to be clear, the SAG actor strike is still going on, but I imagine it'll be wrapped up sooner than later. I think the writer strike is. I don't know if the deal's inked, but it will be any day. Maybe it is actually. I don't think it's inked yet. I've got some projects going on, but I can't really say it because if you say them, they're out there.
Yeah, I don't put them out there.
But I have a feature film that's a dark comedy, and I've got 2 comedy feature length scripts. These are all scripts, not films.
That you wrote recently?
That I finished recently, yeah. And I'd like to sell them, but the chances of that are slim and none. And let me introduce you to my fuck no. Okay, anyways. But I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I mean, I sold 2 barbecue TV shows in the past 2 years, and
TV shows, yeah.
Both of them got derailed. It's just so hard to sell something, man.
I had one idea that I was doing with.
You got to make it yourself these days. You got to be a go-getter.
I also had one idea I was doing with that a long time ago that they told Orlando, we need something animated, and if there's music involved and animals, it's good. I was like, what about Theater Cats? It's a show about a bunch of cats, and they run a community theater, and the land is
So
owned,
instead of Thundercats, it's Theater Cats?
the land is owned by this dog that supports the arts, and then he dies, and his son wants to make the community theater into a parking lot, into a high-end dog park and parking lot, and make some money. And so
I think that'd be better than the community.
Basically, the cats, if the community theater fails at all, like there's some threshold, then it's gone. And so it's a constant battle of them trying to put on these musical productions, and this dog trying to get them out. It's a cartoon. And so everything would be slightly different. So it would be like, it was like all of like, I think of what's a musical right now. Like
Cats.
Like instead of singing in the rain, it'd be like purring in the rain. But that's not, I had better examples than that. No, cats would not exist in this world. They'd be like, a musical about cats, it's stupid. Who would watch that? That was a joke.
Yeah,
and you'd have people like write versions of songs. So it would be like musicals, which people like cartoons and animals. This is a home run, but no one made it.
Well,
Anyways,
Naughty
it's out there now,
Mermen.
you can steal it.
Yeah, Forrest and I are developing a animated TV show called Barnacles. So be on the lookout for that.
Is that the same way you developed all the stuff you've written?
Yeah. I have a whole.
I'll tell you who's happy the strike's over. Drew Carey.
Oh, because he gets to go back and.
I don't know.
All the late night guys too.
No, he's picking up the tab at those diners.
Oh yeah.
He's been doing it since May, dude.
Yeah,
and the tips, May, June, July, August, 5 months of people that don't have. I've only went one time. I only took advantage of Drew Carey's charity one time.
I will say this: I've been trying to get a set on late night TV, and that was all shut down during this. So that's probably the most.
That's your project.
That's the way it affected me.
Any other?
Yeah,
that's it.
We got 2 text messages. That'll be quick. Might as well.
All right, go.
Clean the slate.
Go.
This is a new one.
What?
Yeah, his name's Chad. Here we go. This is Chad, a listener from North Carolina. I've been listening for a little over a year. I was listening to the Manatee Brothers Who Were Doing It episode, and at the end you were talking about the craziest thing you said in bed. My friend said one night, joking, they thought I said pew pew when I finished, and it became a joke that I would say it at some point. Well, the week my son was conceived was the same week. I actually said it in bed. Don't know if it was the night he was conceived or not. Also, I was wondering if Dave ever played disc golf while he was out on the road with Bert Kreischer.
Wait. They said short. That was a long ass text, man.
Yeah.
So he says pew pew when he comes.
He did once.
He said as a joke, and then when he did, his son was conceived. May or may not have been conceived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was his crazy thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Pew.
So the question is, did you ever play disc golf? Thanks, Chad, for your text.
A lot.
Congratulations on your son.
I was touring with Bert a ton when he
Rowing?
first.
That's what it's called.
When he first started playing disc golf.
I feel like he doesn't do it at all anymore.
Yeah, a lot of stuff. Well, he had surgery on his arm, and then that kind of we got out of the habit, and then just, we lean hard into something for a long time. But actually, he just.
You know what we did on the Europe trip? Shuffleboard.
Oh yeah.
That was like our thing. We're like, where's the shuffleboard?
Well, we were doing
the indoor shuffleboard.
We were doing
bars.
pickleball for a while. Pickleball, we brought a net with us and would draw it in the parking lot, the lines.
We did escape rooms for a while too. We still do them.
We did a couple of escape rooms on the road.
For on the road.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's an exact amount of time, and it's during the day. You can just go to them. They're pretty good, and they're not expensive.
Bert just recently did some deal with one of the big disc golf tournaments to sponsor a tournament, and he was there, and he's still engulfed in that world. I don't know if he gets a chance to go out and play. It also depends on the weather because, depends where you're touring when if you're going to go play. But it's great because get you out of the bus and the hotel for a couple hours, go walk around, play a little bit. It's fun. We got all this cool gear from companies, so we got good.
Cool. Another text message. Last one.
I kind of mentioned it on the road in Miami, but this guy says, wow, Forrest, your dad is such a great storyteller.
Oh, you're so good.
Apparently that skips a generation. JK, I love you guys. Also, I'm not Chinese. That's the second time Forrest has mentioned Chinese Australians. What's the obsession? Josh from Melbourne.
Okay.
I don't remember you ever saying that. Yeah.
I mean, my
I think
dad
he's putting words in your mouth.
To the podcast. He'll be excited to hear that. What Chinese? I mentioned that he's Australian. Chinese.
I guess so.
You must have mentioned
I said
Chinese.
this
Australian.
guy's Chinese that I don't know who he is.
I guess so. I don't really remember.
Or is he saying that I say there's a lot of Chinese Australians?
You know better than I do.
I don't know. I don't.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember you ever
what's going
saying
on.
that. Yeah.
I mean, there's definitely Asians in Australia. I don't know if they're all Chinese. There's like Thai. There's all sorts of Asians.
Well,
but they're near Southeast Asia there. So that China's way up there.
All kinds of Australians are welcome to listen to our podcast.
Well, not those ones.
We welcome you all.
Yeah. What happened to Richard?
I don't know. Really, Richard, can you please call or message us?
You're supposed to reach out to him.
Yeah, I forgot.
Just like the rub.
I sent him his rub.
Poor Richard. It's something you said.
Yeah.
That's why he's not listening.
Maybe. Sorry, Richard. Apologize.
You give him a bad can of rub.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning. Here we go.
By that we mean 10 seconds.
5
Yeah.
hours long.
2 minutes left. Dos minutos. Guys, I'm going to be in Tracy, California, I think this week.
Someone's getting pregnant.
Oh. I was like, what? You scared me. Me and John Wynn are going to be up there in Tracy, California on this Thursday. Then I'm going to be in Boise. Come out to the Lounge at the End of the Universe and see me in Boise. I'm going to be in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And I'm going to be on the Fully Loaded cruise with Bert, and they just released a few extra cabins. So if you wanted to go on that and it was sold out, you might be able to hop on the website and get a cabin and come partay.
Get no cabin.
Partay. DaveWilliamson.com for tickets. It's leaving Miami and going to the Bahamas 5-day cruise.
Ding, ding, ding. I don't know where I'm going to be. When does this come out? I'm on the road with Jim next week. But, the week after that. I will be at the Mic Drop in San Diego with John Wynn. John Wynn's all over the place with us. Yeah. 3 shows, 1 Friday, 2 Saturday. If you're in the San Diego area, come out. There's only 50 seats in there, so it will sell out. Probably not. We'll see. And then the week after that, I'm at the Orlando Improv, October 19th.
Nice. I'm going to be there in December.
I don't care. I'm recording an album on October 19th.
Oh, cool.
If you're anywhere near Orlando, come out and watch the album recording in Laffy on October 19th. And
was that an Australian Chinese person you just did?
And I'll be there in the next 2 nights too, but I won't be headlining. Don't worry about those. That's like pickups today. There's somebody else. It's already sold out, I think.
Right. I'm running out of fumes. I got to go.
Poor shot on that.
The Mermen.